I famously hated this look. I think everybody knows I don't like this
That's the
look.
reason I got
Karan,
it.
I prefer this look over this. Like अगर इतना पैसा और इतना मेहनत और इतना खर्चा किया ही गया है तो थोड़ा brain cell भी use कर लेते हैं. Oh my god. 10 out of 10. Anybody who decides to share their pregnancy with the world, because as public figures or as professional actors, it's not part of their job. 0 out of 10. Oh my god! Literally, like, you know, fast breaking. You cannot put me in such a position. The way she's like, you will not tear this. Children, people of the internet, is this photo not perfect? I mean, he literally has a gun here. Oh my god, where did you pick all this from? No shirtless men.
With lots of hair. Hi guys, this is Ankita Bhalla. You're tuned to Bollywood Bubble, and today Sufi Motiwala is going to spin his magic wand on me and tell me exactly what makes him the it toast of the season.
I guess now I'm in the Bollywood bubble. It's my debut. How are you? I'm so excited to be here.
I'm good. You tell me, how does it feel to be in the limelight, to be the it flavor of the season?
I don't know. You tell me. Am I the it flavor of the season?
Everyone is talking about you.
Thank you. You're very kind. I don't know. I'm just excited to see the whole show. Actually, I haven't seen the whole show either. I'm just waiting for it to get released. And once it's released, I'm just excited to see how everybody reacts, because I mean, मुझे तो पता ही नहीं है how I'm supposed to be behaving, because I have nobody in my family or around my close circles to give me like a point of reference on how you're supposed to behave around a debut. So I'm like just like a ball of energy and anxiety and just excitement. I'm just excited to see how it all pans out.
So we are going to show him some iconic looks, and he's going to be honest, saucy, and if anyone gets hurt, I wasn't here. I didn't do it.
And if anyone gets hurt, I wasn't here.
I wasn't there. ये हुआ ही नहीं, मैं तो थी
That
नहीं.
camera shut down.
All right. So I think since it's you, so we should start with you only.
Oh my god!
Hello.
This is me from my trailer launch. Okay, so the dress code that they gave us was casuals, and I wanted to be like, because it's Prime Video, I wanted to do a Prime Video blue. I like my outfit. You rate this. I cannot rate my own look.
Where are the jewels? Where are the accessories? Why can't I see them? Like it's a thing for Sufis.
No, but my bag was the jewelry. It was
Fine,
a
yeah.
studded bag.
Yeah, because otherwise you will.
₹10,000 का note लगा हुआ था.
Otherwise you will just banish people if they're not wearing the
but I
right
didn't
jewels.
wear a neck piece because there were too many collars. How much would you score it out of 10?
6.
Love it. I would have given it a 7, but okay.
Fine. From here on, I'm not giving any rating.
Now it's just me.
Now the expert advice comes.
दे दो पूरा थप्पी.
No. We'll give it one by one. That's gonna be fun.
Oh my god.
You can show it to always the camera, and you can just tell what I'm talking
Honestly,
about.
the funny part is that in these two, I prefer Govinda ji's look more, which is the scarier part for me, because these two prints just don't sit well with each other. Polka and stripes, no. Polka widens and stripes lengthens. They are just not going well with each other. और ये गोविंदा जी की पैंट फट क्यों गई है यहाँ से?
I think Ranveer is losing it to Govinda's a big thing here.
Yes, but this hat, this Dadima at a picnic hat is just a no. 4 out of 10, 2 out of 10.
Since everyone is just so gung-ho about the airport looks.
You know what? I like these. I like airport looks because I feel like airports pay. But jeans in a flight? Jeans? No. Joggers, like casual pants. Cool vibes, chill vibes is okay at airports.
So Vicky or versus RK, who's winning the slot?
Okay, wait, I'll just score everybody. Oh my god, it's both of them.
Yes.
Why are you trying to make me do love and war, huh? Let
You
them
get
do.
it?
Yeah.
Just read some war.
I like them both.
What's love, huh?
Okay, no. I'll pick Vicky. Vicky Kaushal.
Personally also, just to add on to the fact that this is just one look we bought, whose style do you prefer more? Like RK, who goes always, very
chic, classic
chic,
or
classic.
minimal.
Yeah, and Vicky goes a little sometimes.
He tries.
He tries.
He's like giving us a little spicy, and then I will.
Pick
Vicky. I'm a Vicky fan.
Nice.
Okay, but 10 out of 10 for that.
This I know he's going to scream, so before he screams, I'll be like,
Oh my god! Literally, like, you know, path breaking. ठीक है, चलेगा. Like, can I tell you, I feel like some looks are so iconic because just say this is a ready to wear look. The reason it's iconic is because of the time it was shown in.
yes.
It's not iconic anymore. In the sense that if you redo this now, सब लोग यही पहन रहे हैं आजकल regular fashion में भी, short skirt and a cut-out top. So it's not cool like that anymore. But in the time when Bebo did it and the way she did it, that's what's cool. So 10 and 5.
And Pooh, I think nobody can replicate.
Nobody can touch her. I think it's stupid to try to replicate that because the original is just so iconic that everything will fall short.
I remember Karan once said that when he was writing Pooh, he just knew it as Kareena, and Kareena was like, "Why me?" He's like, "Because it's you. You don't know, but it's you. I know it's you."
Love it. People.
Well, the battle of red carpet.
Oh my god.
He's going to hate me by the end of it.
These are good ones though. I'm enjoying it. No, why would I hate you, girl? I think people are gonna like be really surprised, but I would actually give this one to Aishwarya and not Sonam because I don't like these mesh fabrics. I find them very tacky. Also, because the amount of trolling that we did on Mother Aishwarya last year, and so for her to still have the confidence to come back in a sari and just be like, how many fucks do I give? No, not one. Therefore, your comment is irrelevant. Like, she literally was like, तुम्हें क्या लगता है मुझे फर्क पड़ रहा है तुमसे? बिल्कुल भी नहीं. I'm gonna keep living and enjoying my life. 10 out of 10, 4 out of 10.
Come on, I'm not going to make it easy.
No shirtless men.
With lots of hair. I wasn't here. I told you, please edit me from the video. I wasn't here.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have this story that I have to tell you. So when Deepika was pregnant, I bumped into her at one of like the Ambani, like not the Ambani. I bumped into her at one of the functions somewhere, and I remember I had held her hand, and I was just like, Deepika, you're so beautiful. You have done maternity fashion in ways that nobody could ever do it, and I just started crying.
What?
Because she was looking so radiant and so epic, and then she hugged me and then said goodbye. That's the story.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I think pregnancy fashion is just anybody who decides to share their pregnancy with the world, because as public figures or as professional actors, it's not part of their job.
Yes.
They don't need to share their pregnancy or their marriage or any of their personal lives with you. So the fact that they do, you should be kind and great, graceful with
And
that.
I don't think anyone needs to tell them how to look. And because in Deepika's case, I felt a certain way that people were so worried about her belly size.
I was
and I'm
really not fond of that garbage behavior where they're like passing commentary on her body and like, oh my god, she doesn't even look pregnant and
like,
she's
as if
lying
you're going to
and
decide.
whatnot. Like, yeah, who the hell are you, bro? Who the hell are you exactly? Like, go home, get a job or something. Like, it was very disrespectful.
That's the reason
I made a video on that as well.
I know,
but
I
I was
remember.
like, do not. That's not cool.
That's not cool. And I was at the event from where it started. I remember it was like, seriously, does she really need to tell you? Like, like whatever. The Battle of Icons.
Oh my god, you cannot put me in such a position.
I will.
Oh god.
Don't show it to the camera. What are you making me do?
They're making me choose between the legends Madhuri and Sridevi ji. I can't choose, yeah, obviously.
Okay, just rate the look for that.
Okay,
time
I
then.
will
Let's
rate
do
the
that.
look. I think of these two, I would prefer Sridevi ji's look because I love the color blue this year. So this will be a 10 out of 10 for me. But I love the blouse and this sort of overcoat moment going on. Like, it's still traditional, but it's not a sari or a lehenga. I like it. 8 out of 10.
One of the few looks where he's like, okay.
Both are positive.
You will not tear this, I'm telling you.
The way she's like, you will not tear this. Children, people of the internet, is this photo not printed? I mean, he literally has a gun here. There's a gun here. Honestly, 10 out of 10.
I quit.
I can't.
Oh well, daddies.
Oh my god. Okay, but why did Karan sort of eat Shah Rukh up in this one? Literally, Karan, I need this belt. Oh my god. I famously hated this look. I think everybody knows I don't like
That's the reason I got it.
Karan, I prefer this look over this. I just think that
What went wrong, do you think, with Mr. Khan here?
because the thing is that the theme was black dandyism. Now, dandyism is a way of rebellion while still being subversive and fashionable. None of which it is this. This is just Shah Rukh Khan doing a red carpet that he cares about. Like, you don't see any of the MET Gala theme, you don't see any of the references or anything. It's just very uninspired. In the sense that we have seen Shah Rukh in this, like, you know, rendition and light many times. Like, so if he did go all the way to New York and he paid the money for that seat and then he asked Sabyasachi to design his look, he could have just put some effort and worn a better look. That's just what it is, you know. Like, अगर इतना पैसा और इतना मेहनत और इतना खर्चा किया ही गया है तो थोड़ा brain cell भी use कर लेते हैं.
Kejo is Kejo. Since he's not fan of bare bodies, but still really cute.
I mean, I don't mind a shirtless Hari, but I think both of these need to start putting shirts more often. But I will say Ishan. I prefer Ishan.
Yeah, this Lakme, I think, yeah, he was on fire.
Also, I'm just gonna keep it.
Well. So we have last
मिल
three.
पा रहा कोई ऐसे hot लड़का dude.
Even I'm single, so yeah. Can you find one for me? Let's do an appeal after the interview.
Yeah. Oh my god, where did you bring all this from? Here we have Urvashi Rautela looking like the Statue of Liberty and Urfi looking like Karele ki sabzi or something. I really don't know, girl. She looks like that mangrove ka jhaad jo pani mein डूबा हुआ होता है थोड़ा सा. It's like really just like I wish I didn't tear that one so I could have worn this.
It's okay, you can always
0 out of 10.
Okay, the best for the last.
Is it a good look?
Well, I think the last one will be like a good discussion.
This is so pixelated I can't even
Yeah,
tell
because
who
we
this
don't
is.
have. That's Ravina and Katrina
Ravina?
doing the tip verse.
Oh my god, it's the tip versus the tip?
tip. Yes.
I actually don't understand. So it's a skip for me. But I think they both look hot. Yeah, but I think the original is better, the song.
Oh, the song, yes.
I
any
like
day.
the original
I like
song.
the original.
Especially the intro, the...
And her and Akshay, I think the chemistry
Yeah.
is like fire.
But I'm over recreating.
Then I think how are we
Songs.
going to end this? Go for it.
It's the Desi Girl battle. If you think that you're going to put me in difficult spots like this by putting my faves up against each other,
We did a lot of
I'm going to have to
brainstorming.
give it to Priyanka. Obviously. It's the, you know, because it's the blueprint and then it's inspired. So you always have to give credit to the blueprints. The
I
people who originated the concepts.
But I
Yeah.
always feel that like Janvi was there, but then it was such a hard call for them to do a replication for PC because come on, it's OG Desi Girl. I mean,
Yeah. I think this, like, when you think Desi Girl, the first person you think is Priyanka Chopra, literally.
that's how we introduce her even for articles, for interviews.
Literally. She's a legend in that way.
I had fun. So this was like probably the best.
This is the best interview I've given all day long.
This was fun, and
This was well prepared. Like, you got looks. This was very well.
few years back, just on internet, used to give the truth, honest opinion of who's wearing what and how they're wearing, and suddenly, the other side people are here to judge him. How is he acting?
Now they're gonna critique me.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think I think every day I find it very grateful and gratifying that this is even a reality that I am living in, because I genuinely remember having days where all of this felt like the biggest delusion ever. And so many people around me had constantly told me that this is literally not achievable. Like, I remember one of the members of a team or like a brand POC or something, they were very high, like a high stake person in the industry. They were like, who do you think you are? You think you're gonna have anything compared to the people that you talk about? You think you're even 1% of who they are? You are garbage. You're never gonna be anything. Like, basically comparing me to the people that I critique, which is obviously like not on their level. I'm 2 decades younger than them, of course. But it was just the sort of like the classism aspect of it all that was really just sad. And so now to think that I am starring with legends in 2 shows back to back, so like I'm just grateful.
Can you tell me the moment the life changed for good? What was that one reel or one post which blew up for you? Because I've been following you since forever.
There's never been such a post.
No, there is always this one thing where you catch attention, you catch an eye.
With me, I think gratefully, there's never been that one little thing that people hyper focused on. जैसे everybody सब लोग का एक होता है, like either कोई एक joke या कोई एक look या कोई एक चीज viral चला जाता है. With me, something that I've been lucky about is that my career has been like a little storybook where every video adds its own value into my story. So there has never been a single critique or a single video के वही एक वीडियो बहुत वायरल गया है जिसकी वजह से मेरे बहुत फॉलोअर्स बढ़े हों. And I think it's the little progressive story जो धीरे धीरे चल रहा है that has made my career more fun, because I can never look back and be like that was the day that made everything happen. It was all of those days together.
So what was that one moment? Yeah, you were...
The moment that I felt like I have made it was when how do you say? There was fashion-wise, when you're in fashion journalism, when you start, you're in a position where you have to cover everything. So when I started, I used to cover everything. I used to talk about everything. Then I started doing Hindustan Times ke liye videos, which was the first branded video that I did. And they used to pay me for 6 videos in a month where I had to create all of it for them and all of that. And then later, at the end of that year, I said goodbye to them because I was like, y'all are exploiting me and y'all are not giving my worth. And that day when I said goodbye to them is when I realized that, I might be onto something.
I think what I liked about your video was normally when everyone was fashion critiquing, nobody was willing to do it with their voice and face. Everyone wants to be, hidden, just with the wordplay. They wanted to go. You were in there with your face, your voice, and like saying it out loud. Did it ever cross your mind that if your dream of a young boy was to be in front of camera, it might backfire?
I think for me, I never wanted to be an actor. So that's not a dream that I ever held on to. My dream was to be in fashion. My dream was to do fashion journalism. And the world of editorial and runways is what I am fond of. And acting is just a lucky gift that I have received from the universe. And actually, after doing it, I realized that, it was something that I found fulfilling and it was something that I found gratifying, of course. But till death, I think fashion will always be my first love. So I don't think I will ever backtrack my content, because I think talking about fashion and, just my love for fashion has brought me here and has gotten me the role and the reality show and all of that. And so I think I would never take that away.
I think one thing which
fashion first.
Fashion
always.
First. That's why then fashion first. Then there is also one thing which is associated with fashion is Karan Johar, and with Karan Johar you have some karmic connection, I think. We had Traitors, we had You On a Partner, we have DC on board.
Yes. I just honestly just want to make everybody proud who's like put their faith in me, because like even a Karan Johar wanting and putting me in a show is a big deal. Yes. Like he doesn't need to do that for anybody. He saw my auditions. Yeah, they saw my auditions and they liked it and they took a chance on me. They could have given it to anybody else, And so I'm just grateful for that, and I just hope that I did justice to the character. मुझे पता ही नहीं है कि मुझे कैसे feel करना है, क्योंकि मैंने अभी तक कुछ देखा ही नहीं है. So once I watch, I know what to how I'm feeling about the show. But I'm just glad that I was able to do all of this, and I hope that I get to do more.
What happened with Traitors for me was, frankly speaking, uh, aside all the controversy and the drama, what stood out for me were one-liners. You were like dropping these gems like confetti around as if you were
But can I tell
blessing.
you, Ankita, the best thing is I wrote a list of one-liners that I wanted to do there, okay? They cut all of them. None of those one-liners are in the show.
Why?
And the random things that I've said have become the one-liners. I kid you not, the biggest word, which is the spiraling, I never use that word in my regular life. I never say it. But I don't know what came through me on that show. I've said that word in the same episode. I think my assistant counted it some 19 times. And I was just like, okay. But I think that's the fun that I had on Traitors, was that I never felt like I need to play a character or be a certain way because I'm on a reality show. That is who I am. That is how I talk. If I am upset and if I'm having a fit or if I'm losing it, I will start twirling and having a breakdown. So that's who I am. And I think that's what was so fun about Traitors, that you got to see a peek of the craziness inside my brain. And now I think with this show, you get to see my talent.
Does it bother you, Sufi, that with Traitors or with any reality show for that matter, what also happens is that emotions are so heightened, the situations
Of
and scenarios
course.
are sometimes a little crazy, and then the friendships, or I would say the enemies which we make within the house or that premise at that particular moment, they become the talk of the town, and as they say, it just get worse to bad to worse.
See, but
Does
it's
it bother
when
you?
you sign a reality show, you have to sign it with the awareness that the reason you're doing this is so people talk about you. So I feel like it's very duplicitous when people sign projects, go and do them, go and actually remember कि हम ये सब बोल के आए हैं, and then behave like
हमने तो कहा ही नहीं था.
ये सब क्यों हो रहा है, ये क्या हो रहा
हमने
है
तो
मेरे
कहा ही
साथ,
नहीं
मैंने
था.
तो कुछ बोला ही नहीं. And then they try to blame it on the edit and whatnot. I feel like that's just bogus. Like, the reason I signed a reality show is because I wanted people to watch me and talk about me and follow me and get in tune with my journey, or else why the hell would you sign it? And so I feel like that's just the part of the process, and you have to live it. The key to a reality show is to live it. Like, the friendships you make, the enemies you make, everything, you just have to live them through and see them through, and in due time they are all fade away. Like, I don't think people remember anything.
But do you think the friendships and the animosity which you carry forward from such a show, does it stay in the real life? I mean, without taking names,
No,
so much has been blown.
Honestly, I think the thing is, it doesn't really end up staying in real life, because when the show comes out, of course, it just refreshes all your wounds, so you feel triggered again. Because I remember when we all shot Traitors, we shot it a year in advance,
Yep.
and then it came out a year ago. So that entire year we were all feeling a certain type of way कि शो आने के बाद ऐसा होगा, हम तो ऐसे लगेंगे, ये किल कर देगा, वो हो जाएगा, ये इसलिए हो जाएगा. And then the show came out in a certain way. Everybody was edited in different manners. Everybody had things that they were happy about, that they were unhappy
And the
about.
social narrative was pretty strong for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, but that's just how it is. And you can't escape that. So you just have to work on your mental health and just take it as it comes. मतलब आप उसका कुछ कर नहीं सकते हो. Like, अगर आपकी इंटरनेट, मतलब अगर आप किसी शो पे हो, रियलिटी शो पे हो, और अगर आपका फेलो कंटेस्टेंट अगर कुछ, like if they want to start something on the internet, no matter what you try, you cannot stop it. Because I have tried. I have
know.
apologized behind the scenes, and I have
Oh.
been like, let's not do a public controversy, let's not have a beef. But people who want to do it publicly always do it publicly. So you just have to, spot the real people from the real people and move on in life.
Before we move to something fun which I have for you,
Let's go.
tell me one reality about a reality show which no one tells you about.
Okay, so on reality shows, people always keep claiming कि scripted है, just because the show follows a certain plot line. So for that, I have to say that most captive reality shows cannot be scripted because they are controlled. There's a difference. Controlled meaning कि वो उस घर में ऐसे situations create करते हैं, ऐसे हालात create करते हैं, या ऐसा statement बुलवाते हैं या कुछ करवाते हैं जिससे भसड़ मचे, या जिससे अनबन बने, या reaction बने, या content generate हो, या plot आगे बढ़े. So it is controlled. But whatever the people are doing, they're doing this based on their own volition, own thinking, own zuban. That is all them. कोई कास्ट मेंबर आके ये नहीं बोल रहा है कि अब इसको इस तरीके से गाली देके दो, अब इसकी वाट लगा दो, ऐसा कोई नहीं कर रहा है. तो शो पे जो लोग जो भी कर रहे हैं वो खुद ही से कर रहे हैं, बस situations production create कर रहा है.
So before we part ways, give one fashion pro tip free में, though everything cost, but to people who can just get over their skinny jeans and crop tops and just
See guys, just because you've been following the same 10 celebrities for the last few years or how many decades, I don't know, doesn't mean that that's the only fashion that is available in the world. Research, there's so many genres. We have goth, glamour, boho, then your Indian fusion, and then whatnot. There's like at least 100 different types of aesthetics: art deco, cinema, dandyism, florals, whatnot. So just find the things and the codes of fashion that you like, and then your life in shopping, your life in styling will become way easier.
My team wanted me to ask you, so I kept it for the last because I thought it's one serious question I should keep for the last. Too much trolling sometimes on internet can be really heartbreaking. And I remember when you did, not to name again, a Pakistani celebrity's wedding lookbook review. And then a couple of weeks later, we saw too much unfold. However, what made me laugh was, soon later, from their region, I also started seeing people looking like you and doing a review on internet. So it's such an irony. Here is this one side who is trying to bring you down, and there is this another side who's actually impersonating you, which speaks a lot about your work and your reach. How do you react to trolls then?
You know, I have reached a point in my life where I don't think about trolls, in the sense that I don't think about, do I need to worry about them, or do I need to please them, or what can I do so that they stop trolling me? Because I've realized that mainly our job as creators and, you know, people in the creative industries is that we need to start conversations. Whatever I say, whatever I do, it will always get a split, you know, perception and reaction only. सब लोग को पसंद नहीं आएगा और सब लोग को नापसंद भी नहीं आएगा. So I'm okay with that divide. And other than that, when it comes to people impersonating me, I remember asking Karan sir once, you know, that I was feeling anxious about this, that people are, you know, sort of ripping off my green screen thing. Of course, I didn't originate the concept of fashion commentary, but the fact that people talk in the same cadence as me, they steal my lines, they steal like literally everything, the packaging, the branding of how I do it. It's very anxiety inducing, because मुझे कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है कि, you know, I had to find the road till here on my own.
Yes.
But anybody else could just walk, because I've opened it till here, so they could just come and walk till here and then be better than me. But that's an anxiety that I have to live with. And Karan sir told me that, darling, the OGs are the OGs. And so if that's the case, then I'm just gonna happy being the OG.
Secret, just to ask, when you end up comparing all these nice, cute looking people and then diss them on the internet, and when you meet them, and now, since we have Sufi Motiwala, the actor, walking into the parties and bumping into them, कुछ embarrassing हुआ है?
I mean, there have been some times where it's like, I remember like sometimes it happens where you've just reviewed someone, like you've just posted a video at like 6 o'clock and you enter an event and they're right there. So that has happened to me, but it's more embarrassing in my head. Most of the times they are really not that bothered by it. Like they take it with like humor, they take it with grace, and sometimes so they even come and tell me that you were actually right, that I should have not worn this and stuff like that. So like that, they're very kind. I don't think there's a single star that I would single out being like, this person was mean to me or something.
Well, I think internet should not be mean to you as well, and that will be my only closing line for this one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the love, for the warmth, and for the looks, and I hope when next time we sit, I'm going to get a bigger board with more detailing. To
1
get
hour
you
sit down interview.
Then we will dissect the decades and we'll make sure that every people feel the heat. Done. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you.
And I hope I stay in the Bollywood bubble forever. Hi everybody, this is Sufi Motiwala and I have just entered the Bollywood bubble, and that's where you're watching me, Bollywood Bubble.